Hello, today we will making a cake called zombie. So what we done is we bake it. I just use a normal silicone shape formed for it, and I'm using 2 boxes of chocolate cake. So I mix them up according instruction. We bake it and cool it, and basically, so we tip over and. They would trim it top, and it's all done now. So what we do is next we roughly sort of put our toothpick somewhere. Let's be kind of be on the middle, and take roughly with another toothpick and just a shape of the head, and just a tiny bit point it yourself where is you will cut it basically, and now let's be somewhere here will be eye, and let's be somewhere here mouth and a jaw. And after that, once you've done it, carefully don't trim it straight in much because you can't put it back. See, just start it only a little bit, and bit by bit with your sharp knife. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look here. Now we are. Now this one is be our jaw, and we kind of after we finish shape our cake, we will apply our icing, butter icing. Once we finish trimming, that's roughly how it looks like. This will be eye, and here another one, and here jaw. So once we've done that, we apply our butter cream. Now let's have a look at it with this one. So we use gray. What we do with this one, we have a main one will be gray. So whole thing we apply with gray, and we highlight certain part, just a little bit of normal butter icing, and this one is light gray. So let's go and start put buttercream on our cake. If you have a trouble to apply buttercream, take hot water, put it your knife into hot water, wipe it off and apply. It will be much easier. This is what I'm going to do now. Once we finish applying our gray buttercream, this is what it looks like. See, what I done here is I took a little cookie cutter and just pointed where our will be left eye, and right eye will be actually larger. So what we do, we point it right eye, it's be somewhere here. So we just tiny bit point it where we have to put some icing on, and with your toothpick carefully outline all your patterns. Let's be mouth, and let's be teeth, and that's what all outline now, and this will be cavity. What we do is now we will to basically fix up our eyes and the mouth cavity. So what we do, we take some of the brown icing and just put it on the middle to just making, let's have a look, just not coming yet. Yes, it is. Just yes, that's it. So what we do, we actually outline it over here. It's a little bit stiff today, so what we do is we put in our hot water, wipe it off, and we just carefully put our brown cavity. After we finish with this, we will apply tiny bit pink on the corners to just show us that some other outlines. Yeah, that's good. Now let's have a look. We just need a little bit here and between this way and this way. Let's have a look. Once we're done this, we will here we are. Don't worry if you a little bit overlap your lines, because you already have idea what's need to be drawn and covered. See? And don't worry if you just not so exact, because later you will outline everything with a black icing. See, that's our teeth here. Let's have a look. Once we added brown and pink, a little bit of icing on the corners, what we do, we take light gray butter icing and to just outline a little bit. Doesn't have to be precise, just a little bit to outline shape of a head. Put a little bit in water and a little bit of eyes as well, something here, and here we're outlining a little bit here to just put a little bit extra shades. And what we do is take a little bit of just a tiny bit of a white icing, just like that here. Now what we do is, for eyes we will apply a little bit more of white icing. Don't worry if it's mixed all with gray, because it does not have to be totally white. Just here we are. A little bit on this side as well. Today very cold and my icing does not apply freely as usually. Okay, now that's nice. Now what we do is put a little bit in the water just to straighten up our eyes, and here we are. Now after that we take our black icing and we outline all cake everywhere around it. Now let's have a look. we cover it to this one. Let's look. Let's get rid of this one. Once we finish outlining everything with our black icing, I think I actually forgot a little bit here. Here, well, a little bit doesn't want stick. Here you are. Using toothpick to straighten up anywhere where it's not straight. I using also a green icing gel to just outline a little bit nostrils and the eyes, just like that, just a little bit. It's more like for outlining really, just to make it shape better and more realistic sort of. Now what we do is we want it a little bit outline inside our horrible teeth, and just a tiny bit, and after we will use our white writing gel, and we will just put some dot right here, and another dot goes to tiny bit here, just a little tiny one. That's it. And now what we do is we need a little bit of green to also outline our wrinkles, 1 and 2. So after that we wanted outline our teeth just here, just a little bit, put it of white, just like that. We will, here enough, we just fix up after with a toothpick. Now let's have a look at this one. Here it is, and continue this way with teeth. Once everything being outlined, that's what our zombie cake look like. So after that we have, I took it just a licorice, just like that, and with scissors, which is I use it for food only, I cut all little tiny bits. So what we do is now we with a toothpick make a little hole and we just put them in. And let's have a look at another big one, just like that here. Carefully using toothpick as well to point it in. And I have some small ones as well, just like that. And continue until you're happy with all your placing this little hair, I mean leftovers probably, over here. Now let's have a look. Here we are. Just push it in a little bit with your toothpick, and I think we'll place another one here, make it double, just like that. Tiny one up here as well. Do until you're happy with all your hair placing. See, once you finish all your hair little pieces, this is how cake look like, and it looks wonderful really, and tasty too. It's perfect for Halloween or any children occasions because they really love it to see this sort of cake on their table, and I really hope you enjoying to making this cake, and happy Halloween. Thank you very much to being with me. Goodbye.